Good morning, students. Our today's topic is agriculture marketing. Now, agriculture marketing is very important to know about what is agriculture marketing, what are the problems in agriculture marketing, because we know that when farmers they get good production, right, then this is very important for them to sell their crops at profitable prices. So that is why agriculture marketing is a process by which the farmers actually they have to earn income. So if there will be problem in agriculture marketing, then of course what will happen, the income of the farmers will not be that good, and of course the standard of living of the farmers cannot be uplifted, and which will again become a hindrance in the way of rural development. So first of all we will know about what is agriculture marketing. Agriculture marketing is a process that involves the assembling, right, storage, processing, transportation, packaging, grading, and distribution of different agriculture commodities across the country. So, when it comes to marketing, we just think that only the selling of the product is known as marketing only. But marketing starts when the farmers they assemble their crops, when they harvest their crops and they assemble it somewhere, then they start storing the same crop, right, and somehow they do the processing of the crops also, then using transportation, different type of packaging is being done, grading is being done. We know that for agriculture products the grading is egg mark, right. So egg mark shows that the quality products are there, and ultimately after grading the produce is being distributed across the country. So this is agriculture marketing is a process starting from assembling of the crops to the distribution of the crops to the entire nation. And thoroughly this system the farmers can sell their surplus at fair. So whatever the marketable surplus is there, right, whatever the surplus crop is there with the farmers, so marketing is involved that the farmers they can sell its crop at higher or profitable prices. So there are the various market channels exists in India through which the farmers they can sell their produce, right, at reasonable prices in the markets and to different people. Now if we talk about the measures initiated by government to improve agriculture marketing system after independence. So this is we are going to see that after independence what changes have come, right, in the agriculture marketing. So the very first one is regulation of market. See, at the time period of independence there used not to be regulated market. The farmers either they were selling their marketable surplus in their villages or in their localities only, and somehow the traders they used to come to the farmers and then they used to buy the farmers crop, right. So from the farmers from his own land only. So farmers he was not having any regulated markets where he can sell its crop. So the very first thing that the government has done is that they have they have established regulated markets. Now you see everywhere, almost in every locality we see Phagwara, we see Goraya, we see Philor, we see Nawashahar, and everywhere you see that there are regulated markets, there are dana mandis, and these dana mandis for to supervise and to control the functioning of these regulated markets, government has made the market committees, and these market committees they supervise the functioning of these committees and they make it ensure that the farmers they are getting the good prices, profitable prices for their crops. So this is the regulated markets has been established, but still we will see that still these regulated markets they are not enough to cope up with the marketing needs. So that is why it was the need to develop 27,000 rural periodic markets. Periodic market means the markets which happens time to time. For example, there are weekly markets, there are monthly markets are there. So still there is the need of more periodic markets so that we can use full potential of rural marketing. Then there is provision of physical infrastructure. Physical infrastructure means that somehow roads were not proper earlier, railways were not there, then there are no warehouses or godowns or cold storages and other units. So government is trying to provide all these more and more, because when more roads will be there, it will be easy for the farmer to carry his products, carry his produce from one place to another place, right, easily. So government is trying to provide all these infrastructure facilities, right? However, the current infrastructure facilities are inadequate, but still government has done considerable work in this infrastructure provision. But still, if we will see, the infrastructure is not up to the mark, and it is not according to the needs of the farmers. So then there is cooperative marketing. What is cooperative marketing? That under this system, farmers get together, right, and form marketing societies to sell their products collectively, and then take benefit of collective bargaining to secure a better price of their products. So 5-10 farmers, they will get together, and then what it will be, they will form a cooperative society, and then ultimately all together they will sell their crops. So what will happen, if on individual levels farmer will sell their crops, they may have weak bargaining power, but when they are selling the crops as cooperative societies, then they may get good prices for their crops. And the great example of these cooperative societies we can see in Gujarat. In Gujarat, the people, those who are involved into animal husbandry, they people have made milk cooperatives, and then the people are selling these cooperative societies, they are selling their milk to the company Amul in Gujarat, and the people in Gujarat, they have really increased their level of income using cooperative markets. So, but still, if we will see these cooperative societies, there are some drawbacks, that they face lack of finances problem and so on. So government shall work to ensure that in these cooperative societies there is no problem related to finances there. And then if we will see, we are having policy instruments. Fourth point, government has adopted other policy instruments also. In other policy instruments, the very first point is minimum support prices. So government has fixed the prices for the farmers. So these are the prices to ensure that these are the profitable prices for the farmers. No matter whatever will be the supply of the food grains at that time period in the market, farmer will not get less prices for their produce, right? So this MSP is every time announced by the government. Every year it is announced by the government. So this is for wheat also, paddy also, sugarcane also. So there are many crops, right, for which this MSP is announced by the government. So this is just to support or encourage the farmers. Then there is maintenance of buffer stocks. Then government is maintaining buffer stock also. So this buffer stock they can ask you in 1 mark. For buffer stock, government buys in bulk from the farmers. Now there is one agency which buys the produce from the farmers in bulk, that is known as FCI, Food Corporation of India, which was established in 1965. So this FCI purchases food grains, wheat and rice from the farmers at MSP rates, right? And then they maintain buffer stock. Out of these buffer stocks only, when they store this wheat and rice, then ultimately in emergency situations, right, the food grains can be brought and can be distributed among the needy people, right? So, and then the third one, we are having public distribution system. So through PDS system, government makes it ensure that all the consumers, those who are needy, those who are below poverty line, they are getting all the essential food grains at subsidized rates, right? And then box 6.1 you see, grading and quality control. So this way also government is working, because mostly you see in agriculture marketing our products are not graded. So when the products will be graded, then of course the farmer can ask for more prices from the consumers as he is selling good quality product. So that grading will ensure that the product is quality standard only. And of course when the grading will be done, then the same products, when the grading will be done, then the same products can be sold internationally also, because internationally they people make it sure to see that the product is graded or not. So grading and quality control also government is working on the same. And then there is dissemination of information. Government is trying to provide more and more information to the farmers through newspapers also, through radio also, through print media, through electronic media. So there are the channels who every day are telling that this will be the prices in different mandis of different vegetables or fruits, right? So dissemination of information is also being provided to the farmers so that they can decide which crop they have to grow, right, what to produce, how to produce, and where they have to sell and to whom they have to sell. So information is very much important for the farmers. Then if we will see problems of agriculture marketing in India. So this is very important question. The very first one is predominance of private traders. You see here many private traders are there, those who are buying the crops from the farmers, and ultimately they are money lenders or they are commission agents, right? Generally these private traders, they exploit farmer, they manipulate the accounts, they have a faulty weighing, right, of the crops and so on. So there should be some intervention from the government side to make it sure that these private traders, their role can be decreased, right? So this is there because of private traders, they used to exploit the farmers and farmer is not able to get good prices for their crops. So this is the major problem. The second problem is distress sale and lack of market information. Distress sale, they can ask you in 1 mark. What do you mean by distress sale? So this means sale at very low prices. So when farmer has to sell its crop at very low prices, we call it distress sale, because most of the Indian farmers, they are under debt. Okay, so if they are under debt, then what it will be, then they have to sell their crops to the big landlords or to the money lenders or to the commission agents at very low prices. So these money lenders, they exploit the farmers, and because one more thing is there, because farmer is not having proper information regarding in which market, in which mandi he will get good price of his crop. So due to lack of information regarding prices, he is not able to sell his produce at a very good prices. Then we are having lack of transport facilities. The farmer is not having proper transport facilities. Even if farmer wants to sell its produce to a distant area, but because of roads and because of other transportation facilities are not available with the farmers, so that is why he is not able to sell his produce to the distant areas. And then lack of regulated market. We have studied that government has provided regulated market, but still there is huge need of periodic market also. So there should be at least 27,000 periodic markets so that we can ensure the proper utilization or proper potential of the marketing system. Then lack of infrastructure facilities are there. With the farmers, these infrastructure facilities are not proper. They don't have proper storage, they don't have proper warehouses or godowns and so on. So the farmers, they don't have proper infrastructure. Then long chain of intermediaries. So in the marketing system, you see there is the long chain of intermediaries. Farmer sell its product in the market at price 2, right? Then the trader in the market, he buys from the farmer at price 2, but when he is selling to the wholesaler, he is selling at price 5. When the wholesaler is selling the retailer, he is selling at price 10. And when the retailer sell it to the vendors, then he sell it at rupees 15. And when the vendor will sell it to the consumer, he will sell at the rate of rupees 20. See, farmer from the whole process has got only 2 rupees, right? But the other intermediaries, those who are involved into the marketing channels, they people are earning more than the farmers, and then ultimately farmer is also in loss and consumer is also in loss, because consumer is selling at rupees 2, but consumer is getting the same 2 rupees good at rupees 20. So this is due to a long chain of intermediaries. Farmer is not getting good prices of their crops, and consumers, they have to pay more. Then suggestions to improve the agriculture marketing system. So there should be government intervention should increase where the private traders predominant agriculture market is. Then more of rural periodic markets should be developed. Then there should be increase in more infrastructure facilities. Then there should be abolition of intermediaries, long chain of middlemen that shall be removed, and provision of grading and standardization of product should be there. And then we shall provide more and more information to the farmers so then they can be aware of the market conditions. Then we shall try to make cooperative marketing system more strong. And then all the financial institutions which are involved in rural credit, they should make it sure that they are fulfilling the rural credit needs of the farmers.